Finding Success in the Face of Adversity, a First-Day Story. Chapter 1: The Job Offer. Sarah had been searching for a job in her field for what seemed like an eternity. She had applied to dozens of positions, gone to countless interviews, and sent out more resumes than she could count. But despite her best efforts, she had not received any offers. One day, Sarah was scrolling through her email inbox and noticed a message from a company she had applied to a few weeks earlier. She hesitated for a moment, unsure if she wanted to face another rejection. But something in her gut told her to open the email, and when she did, she couldn't believe what she was reading. She had been offered a job as a sales representative at a technology company. Sarah felt a surge of excitement and disbelief wash over her. She had been waiting for this moment for so long that it almost felt unreal. But as she read the details of the job offer, she realized that this was really happening. The position was with a growing technology company that specialized in software solutions for small businesses. As a sales representative, Sarah would be responsible for reaching out to potential clients, explaining the benefits of the company's products, and closing deals. It was a challenging role, but one that Sarah felt confident she could handle. The job offer included a competitive salary, benefits, and the opportunity for advancement within the company. It was everything Sarah had been looking for in a job. She immediately responded to the email and accepted the offer, feeling like all of her hard work and perseverance had finally paid off. After accepting the job offer, Sarah spent the next few days feeling excited and nervous about starting her new role. She spent her evenings researching the company and the products they offered, trying to prepare herself as much as possible for her first day. Sarah also took some time to reflect on her journey to this point. She thought about all the times she had been rejected or passed over for other candidates. She remembered the days when she had felt like giving up on her dream of finding a job in her field. But now, as she looked at the job offer in her hand, she realized that all of those struggles had been worth it. Finally, the day arrived for Sarah to start her new job. She woke up early, feeling a mix of excitement and nerves. As she got dressed and prepared to leave for the office, she reminded herself that this was the opportunity she had been waiting for, and that she was ready to take on the challenge. With a deep breath, she left her apartment and made her way to the train station, ready to begin her new journey. Chapter 2: Preparing for the First Day. Over the weekend, Sarah spent every spare moment preparing for her first day at her new job. She wanted to make a good impression and show her new colleagues that she was a hard worker and a quick learner. The first thing Sarah did was to go shopping for some new work clothes. She wanted to look professional and polished, but also comfortable enough to move around and be active in her new role as a sales representative. She found a few items that she thought would be perfect, including a tailored blazer, a pair of comfortable dress pants, and some practical yet stylish shoes. Once she had her outfit sorted, Sarah spent the rest of the weekend researching the company and its products. She read through the company's website, watched videos about their products on YouTube, and even reached out to some of her new colleagues on LinkedIn to get a better sense of what to expect. Sarah also reviewed the job description that she had received with her offer letter. She wanted to make sure she was clear on all of her responsibilities and knew exactly what was expected of her from the first day. As she prepared for her first day, Sarah felt a mix of excitement and nerves. She knew that this was a great opportunity, but she also knew that the first day at any new job could be overwhelming. On Sunday evening, Sarah packed her bag with all of the essentials she would need for her first day: her laptop, a notebook, a pen, and some snacks. She made sure to get a good night's sleep, knowing that she would need all of her energy for the big day ahead. When she woke up on Monday morning, Sarah felt a renewed sense of excitement and anticipation. She got dressed in her new work clothes and reviewed her notes one last time before heading out the door. As she walked to the train station, Sarah couldn't help but feel a little nervous. What if she didn't fit in with her new colleagues? What if she didn't understand the products well enough to do her job effectively? But as she reminded herself of all the preparation she had done, she felt more confident and capable. When Sarah arrived at the office, she was greeted by a friendly receptionist who welcomed her and showed her to her new desk. Sarah took a deep breath and looked around at her new surroundings, feeling both excited and a little intimidated. But as the morning went on, Sarah started to relax and feel more at ease. Her new colleagues were all friendly and welcoming, and they made an effort to introduce themselves and show her around the office. As the day progressed, Sarah dove into her work with enthusiasm, eager to learn as much as she could and make a good impression on her new boss and colleagues. By the end of the day, she felt exhausted but also proud of herself for taking on this new challenge and stepping outside of her comfort zone. She knew that there would be more challenges ahead, but she felt ready to face them head-on. Chapter 3: Learning the Ropes. The second day of Sarah's new job started early in the morning. She had a lot to learn and was eager to get started. After grabbing a cup of coffee, Sarah headed to her manager's office for her orientation. During the orientation, Sarah learned about the company's mission and values, as well as the products and services that they offered. Her manager also explained the company's sales process and the role that Sarah would play in it. She went over the different stages of the sales cycle and explained how Sarah would be responsible for building relationships with potential clients and guiding them through the buying process. Sarah listened carefully and took lots of notes, determined to learn as much as she could. She was excited about the prospect of helping customers find the perfect solution to their needs and contribute to the growth of the company. After the orientation, Sarah was introduced to her mentor, a senior sales representative who would be guiding her through her first few weeks on the job. Sarah's mentor took her on a tour of the office and introduced her to her colleagues. Sarah was impressed by the professionalism and friendliness of everyone she met. The rest of the day was spent shadowing her mentor as she made sales calls and worked with clients. Sarah took notes and asked questions, eager to learn everything she could about the sales process. Throughout the day, Sarah was struck by how well her mentor handled herself in difficult situations. She was calm, confident, and able to think on her feet. Sarah knew that she had a lot to learn before she could handle situations like these with the same level of ease. As the day came to a close, Sarah felt tired but also excited about the progress she had made. She had learned so much in just one day and was looking forward to continuing to develop her skills. Before she left the office, Sarah stopped by her manager's office to ask a few questions. Her manager was impressed by Sarah's dedication and eagerness to learn and offered some additional resources to help her continue her learning. As Sarah headed home, she felt grateful for the opportunity to work with such a supportive team. She knew that there would be challenges ahead, but she was confident that she had the skills and support she needed to succeed. Chapter 4: Facing Challenges. As Sarah entered her third day on the job, she felt a mix of excitement and nervousness. She knew that today she would be working on her own for the first time, and the prospect of making her first sales calls was both exhilarating and intimidating. Sarah's mentor had prepared her well, providing her with a script to follow and tips on how to handle common objections. Sarah had practiced the script the night before, but she still felt anxious as she picked up the phone and started dialing. The first few calls were tough. Sarah stumbled over her words and felt herself getting flustered as potential clients raised objections. But she reminded herself to stay calm and keep her focus on the goal, helping the client find the best solution for their needs. As the day went on, Sarah found herself getting more comfortable with the process. She was able to handle objections more smoothly and build rapport with potential clients. By the end of the day, Sarah had made several successful sales calls and felt a sense of accomplishment. But not every call was a success. Sarah faced some difficult rejections and had to deal with a few frustrated clients. At times, she found it hard to shake off the negative feedback and doubted her abilities. When she returned to the office, Sarah sought out her mentor for guidance. Her mentor reminded her that rejection was a normal part of the sales process and that every no was just one step closer to a yes. She encouraged Sarah to focus on the positive interactions she had had that day and to learn from the more challenging ones. Sarah took her mentor's advice to heart and decided to make a list of the things she had learned that day. She realized that every call was an opportunity to improve and that each interaction was a chance to learn more about her clients' needs. As Sarah left the office that day, she felt more confident in her abilities and excited to continue learning and growing in her new role. She knew that there would be more challenges ahead, but she also knew that she was capable of facing them head-on. Chapter 5: Finding Success. As Sarah entered her second week on the job, she felt more comfortable and confident in her role. She had gotten the hang of the sales process and was starting to build a steady flow of leads and clients. One day, Sarah received a call from a potential client who was interested in the company's products. Sarah listened carefully to the client's needs and was able to offer a solution that perfectly met their requirements. The client was impressed and decided to make a purchase on the spot. Sarah felt a rush of excitement as she closed the deal. It was her first major sale, and she knew that it was a significant achievement. She celebrated with her colleagues and felt a sense of pride in what she had accomplished. Over the next few days, Sarah's confidence grew as she continued to make successful sales calls and build strong relationships with clients. Her manager took notice of her progress and praised her for her dedication and hard work. As Sarah reflected on her first few weeks on the job, she realized that she had come a long way since her first day. She had faced challenges and overcome them, and she had learned a lot about the sales process and the company's products. But she also knew that there was still much more to learn. She made a commitment to continue to improve her skills and to seek out new challenges and opportunities for growth. As Sarah headed home that day, she felt a sense of satisfaction and fulfillment in her work. She knew that she was on the right path and that her hard work and dedication would continue to pay off in the future. Chapter 6: Reflection and Growth. As Sarah approached the end of her first month on the job, she took some time to reflect on her experience so far. She was amazed at how much she had learned and how far she had come in such a short amount of time. Sarah had faced many challenges in her new role, but she had also discovered a passion for sales and for helping clients find solutions that met their needs. She felt fulfilled by the work she was doing and excited about the future possibilities. But Sarah knew that she still had a lot to learn and many areas where she could improve. She decided to set some goals for herself, both short-term and long-term, to help her continue to grow and develop in her role. Her short-term goals included mastering the sales process and improving her communication and negotiation skills. She planned to attend some training sessions offered by the company and to seek feedback from her mentor and colleagues. Her long-term goals were more ambitious. She wanted to become a top-performing salesperson and to eventually move up the ranks in the company. She knew that these goals would take time and effort, but she was determined to work hard and to stay focused on her vision for the future. As Sarah worked toward her goals, she continued to face challenges and obstacles. There were days when she felt discouraged or overwhelmed, but she knew that these were just temporary setbacks. She reminded herself of how far she had come and how much she had already achieved. Sarah also found support and encouragement from her colleagues and her mentor. They celebrated her successes and offered guidance and advice when she faced difficulties. Sarah realized that she was part of a team and that she could rely on the support of her colleagues as she continued to grow and develop in her role. Over time, Sarah's hard work and dedication paid off. She became one of the top-performing salespeople in her department and was recognized for her outstanding performance. She continued to set new goals for herself and to push herself to achieve even greater success. As Sarah looked back on her first day at her new job, she realized that it had been a turning point in her life. She had taken a chance and pursued a new opportunity, and it had paid off in ways she could never have imagined. She felt grateful for the experience and excited about the future possibilities.